everybody. Welcome to this live stream this evening with these two unbelievable, incredible guests. Guys, what is going on? How are you both?
Doing well.
Doing well. Thank you for having us.
Oh my goodness. Thank you guys for coming on the channel. It has been a little minute, a little one since I've been on YouTube myself. So to have you guys as my first guests, this is like a total honor. So thank you both so much for coming on today. And yes, we have some super exciting news to share with the fam. We've got Decon coming up this weekend, and I believe you guys are here to give us the lowdown and share a little bit about what we're going to see and what we've got coming up.
Is that what we're talking about today? Oh,
I think
just
it might
a wee
be.
chinwag.
It's a wee chin. Hey, listen, it's always a wee chinwag here. Always.
So just before we start, Alex, am I allowed to leak news here officially?
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know it was that kind of party. But yeah, man. Hey, man, if you want to leak, be my guest. As long as it doesn't mess up any of my marketing plans.
Yeah. All right. Let's. I think we've got a amazing lineup this DCON. Obviously, this is like the back-to-back with our Disney Plus weekend. So straight away we're going into something. Once again, something I'm very passionate in my heart, and that's one of the important thing about VeVe. What we wanted to do is to ensure that all the brands that we bring on that you know of, and obviously with just the Disney Plus Golden Moment drops we're doing, all these, behind all these IP, they are the artists, they are the talents behind it. So Decon is a way for us to celebrate moving forward, these individuals, these artists and talent that we'll be introducing some of them today. And it is our first Decon show. So, we're quite excited to bring you a good lineup. Well, I like to think it's a pretty good lineup. There are some bits and pieces. I think we're going to be giving our audience a sneak peek. Some 3D figures, some 2D artwork, and how we're going to be lining this collection that we put together for you all.
It's exciting. I can't wait. I cannot wait. And I'm sure the fam is absolutely itching to see what is going on at this weekend. It is going to be incredible. And I know that there's a bunch of fam members who are also going to be going. So it's going to be like the first official Ecomi fam and VeVe fam meetup in real life. So it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I joke about that in spaces often about how I'm nervous to get that many hugs in succession. But at the end of the day, it's been a minute since there's been an event of this scale for people to kind of really truly interact, and that been interacting this whole time via Twitter, and to really kind of put that names to face, actual faces in real life.
It's gonna be class.
It's gonna be a wild. I'll tell you what. I'm really looking forward to it. So, if you're coming, I can't wait to see you. And you're gonna love the lineup that we got going so far. And we might have some goodies at the booth. And I think maybe I'll let David maybe leak some of that info as well.
Yeah.
But
nice.
Yeah. So we'll go through a little bit about what we have in store. But I think generally. Again, thank you for having us. We wanted to come on OBL with you just because we know how much of a fan of the art scene you are in general, and how you've kind of been the ringleader in spaces of sorts to, people who are learning about all of these new artists via the platform. And David's curation has been a really cool thing to witness, and just seeing your mind blown about all of this stuff, and being in clubhouses with Kozik or whatever the case may be. And wait till you just wait till you see this lineup. I mean, David's really outdone himself here. And
Yeah, before we start, I do want to thank the team that behind me to make this happen.
Absolutely.
You know, just the amount of rush to, you know, to get the talent ready. And, you know, I want to thank everyone who submitted their submissions to be participating in this. We couldn't get to you all. We only have certain limited spot. We've done the best, and we are hoping, you know, there will be other shows we will be bringing. And, you know, deep in my heart, artists is really important. We will make sure they always get great representation in VeVe, and, you know, continue. We'll be bringing out amazing lineup. So, yeah, Alex, should we start reviewing?
Oh my goodness!
Whoa! Hey, reveal time! All right, I need like
drum roll.
Drum roll. I need some like game show music.
Yes.
All right, let's go. Let's bring it up.
Let's do it.
Don't mind. I got a PowerPoint presentation for y'all. That's nice and sexy.
Bam! We're ready. We are ready. Right. Oh my goodness!
Hey, look at that logo. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Just before we get going, I just want to tell you how important this Decon is. You know, this is like the institution show. It's been around, I think, since 2006. And this is where all the talent around the world, you know, artists, especially up in North America, they get together. There's over 600-700 stores of independent artists. A lot of them, you know, we talk about Jermaine before, Frank, Ron English, all these OG, Tara McPherson, they started here. They used to exhibit here to get their career kicked off. And, you know, there are hundreds, if not thousands of people being inspired by going into this event. So it is a really important community event for artists and designers out there. And, you know, just amazing that, you know, VeVe is being chosen, you know, to participate. The partnership with Decon is something that, you know, when I walk into Decon, I basically, number one is I switch my CEO jobs mine off. I go in as one of those participants like anyone else. And, you know, they're celebrities. People know, you know, Jack Black is a frequent visitor to the show. He loves the toys. And a lot of these artists and toy companies showcase their annual release at the show. So for VeVe, it's important because it's the first time that we are showing off what NFT and digital collectible that we are bringing into the space and working with these artists. And most of these artists, if not all of them, a lot of these are all first time into digital rounds. So we're seeing amazing uptake. And this is a way to celebrate, and you know, and these artists are embracing the technology and the rollout, and we're just really, you know, humbled to be involved in this. And yeah, let's get it going.
Let's do it.
All right. We're going to start out with a bang here on this presentation because the first slide in this deck is the full schedule. Yeah, and just to say, just to kind of set expectations here, y'all, it is a lot.
You better be ready.
Better be ready. So let's, without further ado, here are your 3 days of Decon.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And as we all know, the Friday evening is where the VIP evening starts. And I think the VIP evening starts at 5 p.m. And if you have a VIP pass, I think you also get a bag of goodies and things. And I think we've been giving away some double pass or some VIP pass. Alex, have these names been drawn out or?
Yes. So we gave away 15 VIP passes. Those winners have been notified, and then they will get their ticket and they can show up and get their pass and come hang out with us and the rest of the VeVe fam and all the rest of Decon. We're in some pretty good company where our booth is located. We're right next to Medicom, pretty close to Mondo and Lincoln
Tristan
Design
Eaton as well, I believe.
Tristan Eaton as well.
Yeah,
it's quite the placement.
And you have you guys have a big booth as well. It's not like there's all different sizes. Joke. It's a big booth.
I think I need to go get some bean bags so that we can all hang out in there.
Yeah, the idea is obviously everything we do is digital. So, the idea is to meet and greet and get people involved, show and tell. And a lot of our fans will interact, trace, swap. And most important is, if you're one of the OG and there's new users coming up, rolling up to you, please help them learn how to download, how to set up their account, get more people to participate into this, event with us. So I think we're breaking that down into 3 days, and going forward, I think during this presentation we will show everyone what's coming out on Friday, your Saturday, and your Sunday drop. So it's a massive lineup with I think a couple hour breaks in between the 10 to 12 and 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. You guys get basically a quick coffee break and check your Wi-Fi, your data is all going.
Take a couple of deep breaths.
Yeah, it's so we had a question here from Elijah. Will these be available for everyone, or do you have to be there in person? No, you do not have to be in person at DCON to participate in these drops. So we definitely may look to have some kind of in-person exclusives in the future, but for the most part, we want to make sure everybody is involved and everybody can participate, because these are going to be amazing drops. So I think without further ado, let's just go get into it. We'll go over some of the artists, a little bit of information on the artists, and then the actual collectibles.
All
So
right.
Let's do it.
let's start with Scott Tolson.
Oh. All right. I mean, if anyone know, Scott has been the OG, the mascot designer for DesignerCon. I mean, Scott's worked for many other companies, through his career, including the Disney company. And, we're very, very lucky to get basically 4 of his important artwork for the DCON exclusive. And this will be, I believe is a blind box release we got coming out for Scott's work. Alex, you want to introduce Scott a little bit, and maybe I introduce what we like?
Absolutely. Just quickly, he's done work on designer toys across the board. He's done Otis and Otto, Tricycle Terror, Doc Von Block, Big Rollin' Rascal, and then he's been since 1998. He's worked for Disney. He's worked for their production departments. He's handled various pieces for the parades, venues, and merchandise. So he is a designer and a lover of toys and cartoon stylings through and through. And it really shows through in his designs for these DCON mascots.
And
so this will be, this is our first drop. This will be the DCON mascot blind box, available in 4 variants.
So let me walk people through what we have. I think the first one is the Rock and Roll edition, which is the uncommon, and that's going to be about 3,666, I think, of them. And then follow on the second one, we got the Hero edition. Basically, you got to, everyone loves a hero in this. And a lot of these artists start drawing heroes as some of their first characters that they imagine. And then follow on the third one, we have the 90s edition. So you got a guy holding up a Motorola, like a brick.
Yes, love that.
Backpack of pens and stencils and ready to rock. And they look absolutely amazing, by the way, in color. Amazing. The fourth one, we have the classic, which is also this year's mascot theme. So you'll see in the DCON logo. Now, very important, DCON and the Scott behind these, they will never produce these in 3D. So this is the first time you'll see them in 3D.
What? No way. Wow.
Our designer team came out and curated this product just based on few turnaround drawings. And this is what we got coming up. So it's a very small run. And obviously the hero is going to be the chase one. And I believe there's only 666 of them. So it's a not rare. And just so I tell everyone, Scott, apart from his artwork, he has done a lot of work even with Frank Kosek and his Labbits. He's done he's done work, obviously, with 3D Retro, some of these toys does exist in physical. But yeah, it's quite amazing that we have these 4 blind box coming as our starting lineup. All right.
Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, the rocker version is inspired by Jack Black. Is that correct?
You're joking.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Sick. And you just said he's a big fan of Decon, and he would attend quite often as well?
Yeah, Jack Black has been known to attend Decon, so maybe we'll get lucky this year.
Oh my goodness, please.
All right.
Please.
So let's move on. Next up, we have Sket One. He's a painter, illustrator, designer. He comes from the graffiti world, which is really cool in the 80s. And then he started designing vinyl toys for Kid Robot of, Kozik fame, 3D Retro, Red Magic, Super Plastic, and more. So he has a lot of great resin work, kind of really whimsical and irreverent stuff. And this one that we're going to be dropping is no exception.
Oh my goodness.
So with that, we'll move on to his piece, Neapolitan Ting.
Yes, nice.
This piece of work does available. They do come in the physical format. We're quite lucky to secure this colorway for this Decon exclusive. It will be an ultra rare. It is only one design colorway we're bringing out, so it's a small edition run of 888. And just keep in mind, Sket One also done work with Cricks in Philippines. He does a lot of the collab works. Very sought after designer, street artist. Love his work. So hopefully, if you fast enough, you're gonna get one of those.
This is gonna be tough, guys. This is gonna be tough.
Yeah, yes. I love this one. This is good stuff.
All right.
And then rounding out Friday, we have Cozy and Dan. They're a husband and wife duo based in the Japanese countryside. They've done a lot of work that I've seen over the years here living in LA. I believe they lived in LA, at some point. But their work is really shown worldwide, and it's really, really cool stuff. They work in drawing, painting, sculpture, photography, etc. So you'll never find they don't stay in one lane. They have all kinds of stuff, as you can see from the picture here. They do a lot of sculpture as well. Yeah. But these 2 prints, I am actually very familiar with, and I need to own one. I don't know why I don't, David, but the one in particular, when I found out that we were getting this on VeVe, I freaked out because it is a long time, one of my favorite prints. And it's one of those things where you kind of been around, kind of going to art galleries and Gallery 1988 and different other scenes like that here in LA. And you're always going to see a Cozy and Dan print, depending on, who's running the show here. But
I spoke to Cozy and Dan. They now just moved recently during the pandemic into Japan. I was very lucky. Was on a Zoom call with them a week or 2 ago. Now, they are extremely talented. They got AR. Some of their artwork with the Japanese animation have AR built into the artwork. When you scan it, these augmented robots will be going around. So they're very into all these new, the metaverse, this idea of moving artwork, digital artwork. So they've extremely talented couple behind this. And I just want everyone to know, we picked this 2-piece of artwork, and the edition size, generally, if you're a VeVe fan, prints, we like to do them only a couple thousand if we can. But with one of these particular one, the Uprising, I had to increase it a little bit because I think it's one of the most well-known work that they have done. And I think anyone who loves, bunny rabbits, they're going to have to pick one of these up. And
we have a thing with bunnies, don't we, here on VeVe?
We do. We do. We got a running theme.
Yeah. Hey, it's a running theme for sure. Just these 2 pieces are obviously some of the most well-known, but it's worth noting that some of their artwork has been used by Weezer as album art. And people familiar with Weezer, I'm a big Weezer fan. So when I saw them represented in one of my favorite band's albums, I thought that was super cool. So with that, let's get into the pieces.
Oh, no way. Yes,
this is
no
Bunny Blossom
way.
and Uprisings. And
Oh
the
my
one on
God.
the right in particular, you'll see at several places around town here in LA. I can vouch for, but look at the detail on the bunny blossom and the cherry blossoms there.
Unbelievable.
This is good stuff.
Unbelievable. Oh, I'm so excited. David, you said the Uprising is the one that you had to up the count on?
And you probably recognize that Japanese wave is very, very famous. I had to up that because and it's still quite low run, 3,666. That's going to be a masterpiece in your showroom.
Oh my goodness. And, incredible.
Some of our Rabbit fans is going to definitely get that one. And then we've got the cherry blossom, the bunny blossom, we call it. And that's going to be a rare one, which is a very small run, 1,266 unit.
Wow.
I already can see people say, I need this in my fold.
Yes.
Right.
This is incredible.
Yeah, sorry, I keep covering your face, David, with these comments, but but yeah, these are amazing. I just the take on that classic Japanese piece with the bunnies
more
here
traditional.
Just,
it's harping back to the more traditional work, I think, which is beautiful to see, because a couple of the ones that we've seen they're would more fit into the pop art sort of gallery. Would you agree?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
David, sort of pop art, and but this is much more traditional, but again with a twist, like that whimsicalness with the bunnies. Like you couldn't even see the bunnies until you really zoom in and take a real close look. So they're wonderful.
So the giveaway on the Easter egg is that you guys have to guess how many bunnies in these.
Glad. That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
All right.
All right. Moving on. So I believe this is now into Saturday, correct? Yes.
That's correct.
Dave Pressler. Creative force to be reckoned with. He basically is an animator, multimedia artist, painter, sculptor, character designer. The list goes on and on. He's done things for, with Nickelodeon, with the Rugrats, Back to School, Bigfoot, and he has that series going on that is his literary series, like almost children's book, that is really cool. And with this, we are definitely getting into more character 3D realm again, and definitely can confirm that we do have bots on VeVe.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
This
is Dave Pressler. Shut up and draw.
I'll show you 888 edition. This will be this is cool. And he, we do hope there will be another character that will be joining this fella here, this bot. Very, very cool. And he is one of the co-creator in Rugrats as well, I believe. And he does a lot of work in the past with Monkey King, which is another exhibitor that will be showing up at Decon. Bot confirm. I like that one. Yes. All right.
Incredible.
I like that one a lot.
That's a good one.
All right. Now on to Brian M. Viveros, who David Yu has already put in his order with me to haul back some goodies from Decon Physical for him. And I got to say, he has good taste. Of course, it's Mr. Yu. Brian M. Viveros, unmistakably arresting hand. He's highly detailed paintings of kick-ass warrior women of power. So it's a feminine theme that runs through all his work, women in positions of power and not formidable opponents not to be taken lightly, it says. That is some good stuff that David is having me pick up. But what we have on VeVe, I think you will love, OBS.
Oh my gosh. Okay, yes, you warned me about this one.
The first one is called Justice.
And
oh my word!
So Just Us has actually been produced before, and I do believe it used to be one of the colorways. So what we have done here is slightly a bit unique. We basically put the two together as a blind box. So the black and white one is the ultra rare. There's only 666 of them, and then the other one is the 1266 unit. So there's actually a reason behind why we picked this one, because this one actually goes very well with the next one that we're releasing, which, by the way, is absolutely the cutest thing I have seen, and it's exclusive for Decon as well. So both of these are all exclusive for Decon.
Wow.
And this is very typical Brian type of style. It's got a lot of, flowers. And this is part of the helmet series. There's one where they're wearing, flying helmet. This one in particular was probably marine type of helmet, and he add a bit of phenomenon to it. So
it's amazing. Oh, his work is beautiful, and he sort of sticks with portraits as well. He's kind of sticking with the traditional portrait style. Wonderful, dude.
All right, let's have a look at the second lot he's bringing out.
Oh, sick! Oh my gosh! Stop! Stop!
Decon. So on the helmet, if you look quite closely, it has the Decon mark on it, and I was very, very lucky to manage to purchase the original artwork, which is spray paint with chalk and a few other way mixed piece down. So, and I did get an email from Brian today that it's already on the way to down under here in New Zealand.
Nice.
Going to the gallery. It's beautiful. So once again, they do come in they're going to be in the blind box drop, and you don't know which one you get. One is the ultra rare. You get 666 of them. The other one is 1266 unit in the color. Once again, this is Decon exclusive. Even the helmet says so. And imagine you own the both version, and they basically can either look at each other.
Oh, class.
Right. So that was the whole idea why we picked this too.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and I especially love that he's wearing the Dodgers logo. So,
Oh, is that what that is?
Cat after my own heart. Probably now my favorite cat.
You need to get that one then.
I do.
That has to be.
And everyone loves cats. And
Amen.
Cats are great.
All right, moving on. Tristan Eaton. This was one of the first artists we announced as part of the overall Decon announcement. And we're really excited to have Tristan on board for this, because this is going to be his first somewhat like return to Decon and the vinyl toy space in, what is it, David, over 10 years or so? Yeah,
I mean, if you guys in the art toy space, I mean, this is where I started with his Dunnings. The Dunnings, most well-known one. He created that, the founder of that, and the collab with Kid Robot just went phenomenal. Now you see Dummies with Andy Warhol on a licensed product. You see Basquiat, overwrapping, and what Tristan done for us in this Decon. I'm not sure if we're allowed to show what we have. Are we?
I think Dan hooked us up here with the next slide. So
yeah, we're keeping this one quiet, but this is the prequel to the Dummies. Okay. So it's going to be very exciting. This is how Dummies before we're releasing what's before Dummy and how.
Oh, okay.
This is the OG Dunny.
Okay.
Yeah, we do have image. How did we get image?
That was as I said, Dan hooked us up.
Oh my god!
Thank you, Dan.
And I think there's one more that's not shown here, by the way. There's 4 in the set, and I think Dan is just hiding one of them. So basically, they're going to be dropped as a blind box again at $25, very affordable. They are the common, uncommon, the rare, and the ultra rare. And obviously, the ultra rare, we got the first one, which is shown on the color. And then we got the second one, which is the gold one. It's the rare. And then we got the red one, which is the common. The reason why the black one is not shown here yet is because I think we're still getting the final texture on it just to ensure it looks perfect. But this is what Tristan's version of Dunny before it become Dunny. So it's more like a rabbit. You can see the years are coming. And he's a more devil, more evil than than we know of today. So so the uncommon one is very special. That's why it's not here.
And if anybody recalls my appearance on Women X VeVe some months ago now, when they asked what my favorite bunny was, and I said bunny with a hammer.
Oh,
there you have it.
Okay,
dropping all the
breadcrumbs that long ago.
That long ago.
Goodness.
I've been excited about this for a minute.
This is really keeping our bunny theme in VeVe keep going, continues. Yeah. The great thing about Tristan's work is that this actually, there's a physical toy version of it, but I'm not sure that's in these colorway, by the way. So,
okay.
But these are very exclusive colorways that we are doing in Decon. So do look out for them. And yeah, I mean, they are the ultra rare. There's only 666 of them.
Oh my word. Okay.
Yes.
Can I just say as well that I think that's super cool for Tristan to have been out of the scene for so long, and then to come back into this new medium like the NFT and digital space with one of his OG sculpts and toys. I think that's so cool. He's kind of harping back to the old but bringing it to the new, which is super cool.
Yeah,
super cool.
It's it's an honor to be working with him.
Absolutely.
He is he's the OG.
For sure. He's just come off like a gallery, a show from his fine art stuff here in Los Angeles area, and he's going to go right into Decon with these pieces, and we're so excited to have him on board.
Pumped
for sure. All right, let's keep it moving.
Let's go.
Jim Mahfood, aka the Food One. Do you want to talk about this a little bit?
Yeah. I mean, this guy is a multi-talented in everything. Oscar-winning. He's done design work in Marvel, Spider-Verse. He's working on some stuff, I believe, with Fortnite video games. Characters or something.
Oh, wow.
Smith comics. And he's even a music producer. Has a music podcast, Skull Funk Radio, which is free on Spotify. I mean, he has a whole library of great artwork, and we picked one that we really related to what business we're in, which is the pop culture. So let's unveil this piece.
All right. This is Pop.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Oh, my word.
Yeah, very exciting. So it is, once again, ultra rare, only 666 editions. This is one of the more well-known work that he has done in the in the art space, the pop life. Very, very cool. And I was very honored to have him. This was, I think Dan managed to put it together the last minute, and we'll be looking forward to that. Man, it's very low run.
I think after this weekend, Dan's going to sleep for 2 days straight.
I think so. I think he needs to.
And he managed to squeeze this in for me, by the way.
Yes, he did.
I was very, very happy.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you so much, Dan.
Hey, look at it. Look at this. It's a familiar face.
Look who it is.
One of the VeVe OGs.
Yes.
As it were. So everybody knows Jermaine at this point, of Choices fame, More Bunnies. Really, really good stuff. Really good dude. Kind of got his start coming up in the same way that Cozy did, doing gig posters and stuff. And he's really kind of branched out to all kinds of different projects, including vinyl toys, but still continues to do prints for the likes of Run the Jewels, Tool, Radiohead, of which I own a print I'm really excited about that. Queens of Stone Age, Foo Fighters, etc. And for Decon, David, you want to give a little preview about what we're about to see?
Well, yeah, we're going to be introducing something very different. Obviously, once again, is Jermaine's OG work, the Creeping Dero. Let's bring it out. I mean, we're doing
so
only
good.
one way for the show. We haven't decided the rarity. We're still doing a final touch up on the eye and few things. So basically, there's a story behind this that goes with the rabbits that we have been.
I have the story. Would you like to hear it?
Yeah.
Oh yes, please.
We are Dero. We are your friends. We are here to teach you how to benefit yourselves. See our smiles? We are your friends. We are fascinated with you. We have crept about your life softly, unseen, shielding you. We are working for you. We are manipulating the odds to be in your favor. We have watched you sleep. Would you like to know exactly what you want? We can show you. We are smiling. Trust us.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's so eerie.
If that comes throwing up in my bed, in my house.
We're out the window. Out.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Good stuff. You leave it to Jermaine to come up with some creepy.
Yeah,
I love it.
That's I'm
there's
just
a lot of artwork around this character as well. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good piece. I would definitely am going to try to cop this for sure.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
same,
we just
same.
Shout out to Jermaine.
Hey Jermaine, I was actually messaging him just before this. So there's few little things we're touching up to make this piece even better. Then we'll set the quantity. Yeah, it's one of these OG Decon. So looking forward to it as well. I'll be getting one.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Heck yes. Hopefully.
Love it. Love it. All right, next one.
All right. X large.
Oh my god, this is huge. I mean, X large. Oh, so just for the fans that know what X large is, they streetwear, super hype beast type. If you watch a lot of the interview where Dan, VeVe Dan co-founder, he has these two beer bricks left and right next to him. The beer brick he has, the 1000%, is dressed in X large logo.
Oh, right.
So we are so, lucky and humble to be working with this OG, streetwear brand. And obviously, yeah, I see fans are starting to write, Beastie Boys celebrities.
Yeah. Fun fact, because I live here in LA, I went to the store back in the day and ran into Mike D, and that was one of the highlights of my LA living. It was almost like when I first moved here too, and I saw Mike D in the X large store. It was awesome.
And many of you know X large do a lot of collabs, not just MediaCom, Sorayama, Penny's artist. X large does a lot of other toy range. But what we're introducing here in Decon is basically the Little Friends. We're bringing 3 different versions of a blind box drop of their famous Little Friends. And they do have that extra large logo engraved or embossed in their back. And you get the OG color, which is the black and white. And then there's the silver ultra rare. Then there's it is a very small drop. I think the total combined blind box drop is under just slightly over 2,000 units together. X large wanted to make these things a bit more collectible, and that's how they do their whole hype beast. Yeah, I see people already say need that. I need all 3, to be honest. Yeah.
All right.
That's good.
Okay, I think that does it for Saturday. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, moving on to Sunday, we have Tara McPherson, who one of the artists we announced in that initial announcement. We're really excited for her. She's based in New York. Most of her work is, kind of concepts surrounding the human condition, A lot of tension in her work, which is really cool. It's kind of got that eerie feel, but like definitely kind of soul piercing type eyes in some of her pieces. Really, really good stuff. She's done gig posters as well. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I have met Tara quite a few times through my collecting. She came down to New Zealand in Wellington, attended a Armageddon show, and as well, I think she attended some art drawing thing. I do own quite a few pieces of her artwork, toys, as well as the prints. Done a lot of work with, once again, Kit Robot. You know, a lot of her work representation gets made into toys, and we'll be walking through the full piece that she's put together for us for the show, and let's reveal that.
Oh my
All
goodness!
right.
Oh my word! What?
I know, and I love the way how
Beautiful.
she uses these color. All her painting is in these. It's these turquoise pastel color, just. And once again, very low run. They are blind box drop. There's 4 in the set, and I think combined about just under 3,500 total. On the top left corner, you see the lady with the wolf. That's the Wonders, and that actually has been made into a toy piece. Then on the bottom left is the lady with the heart, the supernova. Then we followed by the centerpiece, which is whale, and then
I think that's beautiful.
Laura. Yeah, so very, very cool. I have been trying to get Tara onto our platform for some time. Tara and Ron, they live in the same town. I even remember we went art shopping and toy shopping at Decon together in one winter evening. And seriously, the role is just icy. And there's all these people on the evening come out to do and toy shopping. She's one of the OG. She's also done work for Adventure Times. There's a whole lot of other brands she's worked for. She's done DC work, things like that. So this is the OG original work of her own creation.
Oh,
right.
Incredible.
Really nice stuff.
Incredible. Oh my goodness. How are we going to choose? How are we going to choose? Oh my gosh, guys. David, you've made this
the good news, it's a blind box. You don't have to choose, Obio.
Oh, yeah. Good point.
Choose it.
All right. Moving on. Camille Rose Garcia. This one, I know I probably have said this for every single artist, but I am particularly excited for Camille Rose Garcia. Not only because her work is amazing, but she will be, I think, our first Latina artist. Is that right?
Yes.
Steven? Yeah.
Yes.
Very excited about this. Similar background to me, born in Los Angeles, a child of a Mexican activist filmmaker, and father, muralist painter, mother. She kind of came up in the punk scene between punk and Disneyland, which is kind of generally how I kind of ran in my youth. To still try to, and it's some, on some level. In fact, I will be attending Disneyland after DCON.
I know. Yes.
But yeah, she's done some great stuff, man. Like really kind of vintage looking, modeled after the Fleischer cartoons, and she has like this kind of nostalgia satire bent on all of her work that is really, really cool.
And And on top of it, sorry, Alex, she's also an honor at the Art Basel in 2018. And, the artwork, what she does, floats between, the fairy tale and gothic horror, because that's the thing. I mean, if you Google some of the work, she's got this beautiful Alice in Wonderland, and obviously it's just her interpretation into it. And, we're very lucky. I mean, this piece we're about to show you.
Oh my gosh.
It's so sick. It will put you in the hospital. So finished it.
Oh, that was the best thing you have ever said.
know, right?
That's the best thing you've ever said, David. Let's do it.
The Volturi.
Oh, yes.
Voltura.
This piece
Dora.
This piece was in one of her drawing back in the about 2014. Imagine owning one of these. Oh my god! Just look at it. The detail we have in the colors. Yeah, I mean it's going to look amazing when you have it blown up around your house. It will be definitely creepy. It is so sick. I mean, imagine having that looking at you down.
Yeah, look at the layers and the colors. It's just, it's so
the
dope.
detail in it as well. His little umbrella.
Yeah, and they were very involved in making sure the color coordination is perfect, the stylus, everything, the color. I did remember we had to go back with a few iterations to ensure that colors all represented well. So it's like standing on top of a scale. That's
melting at the bottom. Yeah. Incredible.
So this is an amazing piece, by the way. This is
really
very
great.
I keep thinking, I keep seeing all of this and thinking to our vault builders and what they're going to be able to do with these super unique pieces. I think that's going to really set, certain vaults apart from each other. These are just to see how they're going to be used is going to be super interesting as well.
Very
definitely. All right, moving on. Lincoln Design Co.
I'm excited for this one.
Do you want to talk? Want me to do it, Dave?
Yeah, you do it.
Yeah. Okay. So this is a different type of partnership for us. This is actually really cool. They are actually a brand design creative agency, and they are, made up of guys who kind of migrated from San Diego up to the Pacific Northwest, and they specialize in action, lifestyle, fashion, outdoor. It's kind of that entertainment design. And a lot of them have come up in similar scenes to some of our other artists, in that they were all kind of like skate punks or punks, and generally have used that to inform the type of style of artwork that they do for other people and design wise. And so with that, we thought it would be very cool to introduce some of that lifestyle into the platform with this selection of skate decks. So. Here are the Lincoln Design Co. decks.
Yeah, and by the way, the secret rare up there on the top left corner, they will be selling. I think there's only about 17 of these or 18 of these board ever made. They're going to be selling them, the physical one, at the show as well. This one, the top gold left hand side, Ride the Lightning, is a secret rare. There's only 250 of these. They are all in the blind box once again. Then followed by on the right hand side, we got the logo of Mayhem. So it's got all the Lincoln Design Co. logo that they made over the years. And then on the left bottom corner, where we got the scale, the Reaper with the top hat, that's going to be in the common.
Yeah, it's Abe Lincoln. Yeah, Abe Lincoln is the Reaper. Yeah.
And the full one is snake ball, the white one, and that's going to be a rare. So these are dropped as a blind box as well. It is the first skateboard artwork deck that we have done in VeVe. So yeah,
that's going to bring in, and I think we've talked about all these different communities that will be pulled in by certain pieces of art, and I don't know if anyone has mentioned the skateboard community yet. And that sort of, that demographic of folks. So it's just opening a whole nother door, to a whole nother section of branding and lifestyle, I guess. So this is amazing to see.
I mean, this is a new category that we wanted to open. Myself and Dan, we've been thinking how we introduce the board. And, we didn't really want to just introduce, a board with artwork with IP on it. We wanted to go with OG first, like all these original, how this whole started. I mean, skateboards are highly collectibles. And there's people, I collect everything, so I do have a lot of board. And I remember coming back from LA, I went to Supreme and I bought a lot of the board, but the boards are so big. He goes, well, how are you going to carry it back? And I said, well, you're going to help me carry them back.
Oh boy!
Skateboard is highly sought after collectible, and this is just going to be an ongoing thing in VeVe with the skateboard. And we are going to start signing up, skateboard brand. We're going to work with artists that who has created their artwork on board. So it is a new niche category. We are hoping to bring more out next year. When wheels for the skateboard?
You've got to make the wheels. You have to make the wheels in the vault somehow.
Yeah, and for and yes, Lincoln is the booth right next to us at Decon, so you can go check out that the physical counterpart to our
so
secret rare.
you might be able to get like a physical counterpart to whichever blind box you end up getting. Interesting.
Yeah, it is very cool. And I was very lucky to see the gold board in physical through Zoom the other day. It is fully and it is foil gold. It's pretty stunning.
Very cool.
Yeah. So yeah, pop by. I think it will be one of the showpiece for sure. I'm looking forward to that. All right, let's get to the next one.
Oh yes.
Look,
this is like I keep saying this, David.
I know.
It feels like a broken record. Like every single one is like this one. I'm real excited about.
Yeah.
But I will show you, David. I brought this out for you. I actually own a Luke Chueh piece.
Yes.
Sorry, I got a glare there, but this is Soundtrack of My Life is what it's called, and this is by LA artist Luke Chueh, who I'm a huge fan of. Done really a lot of great work, and he kind of started here in LA, Chinatown, and started a brand called Monkey King, who's had a couple stores around town that have really great, amazing kind of vinyl toy work as well. And so he's Californian through and through, kind of came up through the underground like a lot of these artists do, and he has this really great cast of characters, all kind of have like some kind of morose vibe, like there's like a deep sadness within a lot of these characters, whether it be the bear or whatever else he's toying with at the time. And he kind of works in a lot of yin and yang kind of type scenarios, like the inner demons and things like that. And it kind of speaks to his background.
And you can see his famous polar bear behind the white bear. It's if you Google him, you definitely will see it everywhere before. It's very memorable. And the beauty about what Luke's have designed for us is something a bit different. And it's a new line of very simple product that it's just coming out. And they do have a physical, not the same colorway. For the Decon, I think they're running the actual drops there as well. So let's introduce the Ghost Bear.
Ghost Bear, let's do it.
Ghost Bear.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now this reminds me, the little thing that we eat, the gummy bears. Obviously, they are $13 in a blind box, and they do have rarities. And the ultra rares, there's only 888 of them, and that will be the red one. That will be the Chase product. They actually turn out to be better than I thought, because I go, well, what is a Ghost Bear going to look like? And how it has overlay it is that glossiness, and it just stands it out a lot better. And I can see these be floating in people's showroom everywhere. So this is the first product that Luke Chueh have done almost an NFT. So this is very, very sought after. He is very celebrated artist. So yeah, please do look out for this one.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And a little bit of information. I think it's still tentative, but we may be lucky enough to have Luke joining a panel with our very own Reese at Decon on Saturday, in which we'll be talking about digital collectibles and NFTs, etc. So it'll be a couple people on the panel, including Reese and Luke Chueh, which should be great. So I encourage anybody who's coming to definitely show up and take part and listen along.
Heck yes. I was just going to add that I think like we've had so many artists right now. We have 15. Are we running through 15? But I think to see someone like Luke's work, it's much more stripped back. It's very simplistic, but I think that has its own real beauty to it. Like, you know, work doesn't always have to have lots going on. You know, whenever you just see the bare bones of the idea and his characters, it's a beautiful piece.
And his artwork is very, you know, I will say it's almost like fine art, contemporary now. Very simple, very statement. You know, something that one background with just a couple characters there, and it just speaks to you. It's doing something that, you know, that represents something. And these beers, basically, you look at it, you know, the more you look at it, the more you adore and you want to own them all. I can see people going to stack them up in a whole row or something.
Definitely. Yeah. I can see them like using them as like masks or something as well, to put over other collectibles. That will be amazing.
I can see a bit of red light, green light there as well.
Oh, God, good stuff. It's a whole nother discussion, Dave. We need to get into.
And how much is this blind box again, David?
They $13.
$13, yeah.
Wow.
Awesome. Yeah, these are cool, man. I really like Luke's work, and I'm going to be excited to pick these up.
Yeah, you need to get one. You need one, Alex.
Moving on. Yeah, I know. I definitely need one. Dude. David, you really surprised me on this one. I saw the name of the piece, and I was not associating it to Mr. Cartoon. Mr. Cartoon is an icon. He's an absolute legend in LA and beyond, for not only his street art graffiti style, but also his tattoo work. He's tattooed everybody you can think of, from, you know, Snoop Dogg to Eminem to anybody who's anybody goes to Mr. Cartoon to get a tattoo. Just like, I think 2 years ago, there was a documentary released on Netflix called LA Originals that kind of goes through the story of him and his photographer counterpart. And it is a great watch. So I highly recommend that to anybody who's interested in learning more about Mr. Cartoon. But he has a very distinct style that has inspired many, many other artists of that kind of that ilk, coming out of LA and beyond. So yeah, good stuff, David. I'm really excited for this. I've been telling myself that if I ever had enough money and time to save up for a tattoo from Mr. Cartoon, that I would have to put my reservation in like a year in advance. But yeah,
he has a chance to own one of the very ultra rare piece of. And once again, we wanted to bring a cat scene as part of the Decon. So let's reveal this. Bronson.
That cat Bronson. So apparently his sunglasses are modeled off after his favorite El Camino.
1959.
1959?
That's the one.
Love it. Yeah, this is that cat Bronson. He's done a lot of character work, but this is kind of one of his enduring characters for sure. And I'm really excited to get this because it really means a lot to me personally, just growing up in Southern California, being of Mexican heritage, but definitely, yeah, I mean, he's a legend. He's a legend, and he's on VeVe.
He is the OG.
Oh my gosh, insane.
Yeah.
David, you've really, how? All of these legends in one place.
Yeah, we're very, very lucky to have all these. And then, you know, let's introduce the last one.
Yeah.
You know, this is a quite large toy company or collectible company called Mighty Jacks. You know, they've been exhibiting in Decon for a number of years, and you know, a lot of their works you will have seen them. I mean, they have a big booth every year. They have also licensed from all these other brands, you know, from DC, Looney Tunes. I have seen Sesame Street. They do a lot of the Jason Freeney type of style where you have the half skeleton, half the full body type of characters, the avatar. They, as a company, amazing. Now, thanks Heidi, they are legend. of Decon. Thanks for
Yeah.
Hello,
and
Heidi.
let's reveal this ink. This is everyone should know this artist, JPK. It's ink. So let's bring it out, Alex.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
So ink
It-
story of
oh.
a beautifully
Yeah.
tattooed.
Beautiful piece. I think
And-
Mighty Jacks may have leaked this a little bit, so I think some people have seen this, but they didn't see the completed version.
No,
And
no,
this,
we didn't see the whole thing.
It's beautiful for sure.
The piece is done by a UK artist called John Paul Kaiser, very well known. Once again, huge cult following in this. Very sought after collectibles, and we were very lucky to bring. I think we're only going to mint 888 of these. These will be ultra rare. Yeah,
Oh,
so
dang.
I'm definitely looking forward to own one of these next to the Dragon Girl. This is the Snake Girl.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Them paired together, that's gonna look insane.
Definitely.
Isn't
It's
there
gonna
going
look
to be
insane.
there's going to be an IRL Dragon Girl at DCON at the Tokidoki booth? Isn't that right, David?
No? Possibly. I hope
Maybe.
that
I don't know.
maybe, but we are giving away some Tokidoki Mermaid Con Series 2 blind box.
We are.
Yes. So if
So
you come up,
here's how it's going to work. Was that the leak, by the way, David?
Explain.
you can go.
Okay. Here's how it's going to work. If you're at DCON and you have Mermercano Series 1
Mm-hmm.
in your collection,
Mm-hmm.
come see us and we will give you a physical Mermercano Series 2 blind box.
What? Oh
So,
my gosh.
translating that digital into a physical to get you hyped for the eventual Series 2.
Oh, I'm ready. Oh my god, guys, what? These are doing that. So that's the perk. That's the perk of being there
That's
on
one of
the
the
day.
perks. Yeah, we'll have some other goodies to talk about, but that actually takes us to the end of the full schedule, and I'm bringing it back up on screen here now so you can get a sense for this. All of the details will be released in short order. All those Medium articles are being assembled as we speak, and we're going to do one Medium article per day. So one for Friday, one for Saturday, one for Sunday. And it's going to outline all of the pieces, all of the, whether it's a blind box with the prices, etc. So just like a regular Medium article, but they're going to be separated by day of DCON.
Okay.
And yeah,
And I think
huge
also,
lineup.
If you are going to be at the event, I think we also have some secret rare VeVe Decon exclusive T-shirts we're giving away in our booth. So those are very exclusive. They are very special. They are made for Decon only. So if you're a fan, you're going to be there.
Gotta get one.
Go and get one. It's on the house.
Yep, it'll be similar to this. It'll have the logo here and then the Decon logo on the sleeve. Although I feel bad that I'm showing you the hoodie version that I copped for myself. A one of one, actually one of two. It's only two ever made. So apologies for rubbing that in your faces. But we will have the similar design in T-shirt form at the booth. So definitely come see.
Incredible. And then you can pair that with your Decon mascot as well. Hopefully that you'll have to remember. You'll have it to remember that day, like as a whole momentous package. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a lot. It's a lot to take in.
It's a lot. I'm trying to soak it all in. There is so much incredible work coming up, guys.
Special shout out to the folks at Decon, and obviously David for working and putting all this huge lineup together. I know I'm definitely excited about it, and this is going to be, it's a big deal for us on many levels. Just kind of bringing this to a new audience, getting people to meeting people in real life. After the couple of years that we've had and quarantines and whatnot, but it'll definitely be very cool to kind of finally kind of emerge from the our homes
all of our kids
and see people in real life instead of just Twitter handles. So yeah, definitely exciting. And I'm hopefully gonna be able to, do some shopping on my own here at the next weekend. But yeah, that's it, guys. Everybody,
Wow.
we kind of a little over time here, but I just wanted to thank OBL for having us.
Oh, what, you don't need to thank me whatsoever.
Yeah, and David for really kind of bringing it home here, man. It's a huge lineup, and really looking forward to how people react to these.
Really thank the team and all the talents who's featured here in the lineup. It's been, a lot of hours put in, months of work. And this is just really the start. I mean, we have seen a huge rise of download active user numbers since Disney announced. I mean, today is a record number of user in the app as well as download the last 24 hours. And Decon's just going to bring us another dynamic, another angle of different type of fan. And we always wanted to bring something for everyone, and we continue to do that here. But without these talents, all the storytelling, all the creations you have seen over the years will not, on those cartoon comics, they will not exist. So support these artists. They are, very important to our day-to-day. And, we have also seen they have inspired a lot of new young generation of NFT digital artists out there. So, I mean, I was talking to a few friends of mine, 20 years ago, not many people will want to be doing artworks, digital art. They think career that goes nowhere. Artists, they have to work extremely hard. It is probably one of the hardest job. You go from one show to another show, and there's nothing in between. It is a very hard work. And now these days, NFTs once again allows new talents to onboard. And yeah, it's amazing that how much uptake there is in the last 8 months or 10 months that everyone's now becoming a digital artist in one form of shape, and it has really taken this NFT by storm. So please support these artists. They are very important in our society today.
Absolutely. Okay.
Okay.
And just to top it off, that I think that just to round up everything that you said, David, that artists work so hard, and for them to get financial support and the recognition that they really deserve. I think for me especially, like a platform like VeVe has brought those artists to the forefront, and has really opened up the demographic of consumers and admirers and people that will start collecting their work. So for me especially, I've loved art, but now because of VeVe, and a lot of us in the fam are able to really curate our own collections, and like you say, supporting the individual artists through this new digital medium. It's just it's insane, and it's really, like you say, it's growing so rapidly, and it's really going to give back to the artists, which is huge.
A lot of these artists now, their NFT work in VeVe is going to be delivered fast speed to Singapore, down to the Philippines. There's fans all around the world, Australia, New Zealand. So it's really going to help foster all these, out to all the communities out there. So we really, we wish we had more days and more slots that we can fit more in. And we do understand that our fans are hungry. I think after this job, that's pretty blockbuster lineup.
Oh my goodness, it's wonderful. And I think as well, having the artists come in with all the individual styles. Obviously, we have all of the IPs that are super well known. But having these individual artists with their unique pieces and their unique characters that they make, and I think it's really cool. You can kind of attach your own story to them, and you can then just build up your own collection of things that really represent you and speak to you. So that's going to be super cool to see what the fam really gravitates towards, and what and what kind of art collectors VeVe's going to make. So yeah.
Yeah,
amazing.
absolutely.
Well, thanks for having us on your show today. You know, and anyone who's going to the physical show, be safe, wear a mask where you can. And I think there are some rules. Alex, is there anything?
Yes, to attend DCON, you either have to be vaccinated or show proof of a negative test within, I believe it's 72 hours. Don't quote me on that. But you do have to wear a mask over your mouth and nose for the duration. That said, if you're there, that means you're either tested negative or vaccinated, and you're wearing a mask, and I'll be happy to give you a big hug. And
we're gonna get
we'll
some
have plenty
VeVe
of
masks.
hand sanitizer in the booth.
Yes, definitely.
All right, David. Well, appreciate you jumping on with us. Did you have any actual leaks, or was it just the MurmurCon thing?
Oh yes. I think you guys can see the Ron English, the Grim Rabbit physical at the show. We will be displaying the two pieces at the show for the first time, and there will be expression of interest to be taken with the staff, the team on the ground there. I mean, it's the first time you get to see the close up, and I probably will put some stuff on Instagram, the making of it and the production, the box. You know, they right now sitting on pallets ready to be shipped. It's taking an awful long time, simply because the way these statues, these pieces have to be treated and properly powder coated with the chrome on it. And on top of that, we had to get Ron to sign a certificate on every piece. There's a lot of logistic behind it. But yeah, it's nearly there. So we'll be showing it off at the show.
Yeah, come take a look at it for sure. And then also in the booth, we'll have a bit of a photo booth that you can pose your collectibles in and take photos with against a VeVe background on a pedestal. It'll be pretty funny and interesting. So yeah, come take a picture next to your collectible in the booth. And then I think that's pretty much the only other thing I think we had to cover. Oh, and I see the comments going wild. I appreciate everybody chiming in here on certain questions. Obviously, this isn't a full-on AMA. We were scheduled to do one this week, but we're going to postpone that for next week so we can actually focus on Disney and DCON. But we will have our regularly scheduled AMA, full AMA with updates across the board on Immutable, MTL, etc. Next week. All right. Awesome. So I appreciate your patience on that, everybody.
All right.
Oh my goodness, guys! I just need to say, on behalf of the family, thank you so much for popping in today, sharing all of this with us in preparation for the weekend. I wish I could be with you guys, but I will be there in spirit. I will try and get some live streams or FaceTimes on the go. But David, Alex, thank you so much for everything you do, and thank you for this. This has been amazing.
Thank
you, OBO.
Thank you.
See you later.
Take care, guys. Bye, fam. See you later.